What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Theasianmaishow. So this is the naked truth about trucking. Now, a lot of people, they watch a lot of videos on social media, especially on YouTube, and they see a certain lifestyle and they want that lifestyle. Now, the problem with that is there is a lot of variables to this life, and a lot of it is not discussed. So I want to really break down what you're really getting into when you want to become a truck driver. So I know the first thing that people want to know is how much truck drivers really make. A brand new truck driver coming out would be making about $700-800 a week. All right. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying that's good. I'm just saying that's what you're going to make. All right. You're going to work your ass off, and after a couple years, you can make more. But when you first start out for that first year, you're going to be making $500 to $800 checks. I know there are outliers to this, and some people are team drivers. Some people are in different industries in the trucking world that make more money. But for most people that go out straight to the big mega carriers, you're going to be making $500 to $700 a week. All right. All right. The second thing is the barrier of entry to getting a CDL and getting a job is very low. I'm not saying that people out there are not educated. I'm just saying that the barrier of entry is very low. You could go out, get your permit, and then take a course, and every mega carrier will sign you up right away to get a job. I'm not saying it's a high-paying job. I'm just saying that everyone and their mom has the potential of getting a CDL. So because of that, it makes it hard to get high-paying jobs. This is not a prestigious job. I'm sorry. When I told my family and friends I want to be a truck driver, they looked at me awkwardly like, you have a college degree. What are you doing? Right? And I'm telling you, I love what I do, but this is not a prestigious job. Some people are motivated by money. Some are motivated by title. And if you're motivated by having a cool title, per se, this isn't the one for you. You're going to get burnt out real quick, and you're going to feel like people don't care about you. So I'm just being honest. I'm sorry to say, but you will not get rich trucking. Now, I'm not saying that you won't get ahead, because if you don't have a mortgage and you're just living in your truck and you're doing the whole survival route for a couple years, banging out those miles and making that money, you can use that money, leverage it, and make money elsewhere, or start a trucking business elsewhere, and that's different. But as far as just trucking, you're not going to get rich doing this. Now, I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but you could talk to like any trucker, literally any trucker that's been telling you they've been doing this for 25, 30 years. Ask them what they have. Ask them what they've accomplished. And a lot of them are still truck driving. And not because they love it. So if you observe the masses and see that most people out there that have been trucking for years and still have to do this per se, you're not going to get rich doing this. So, I'm sorry. Now, most people that want to get into trucking want to be owner-operators. But the thing about that is, if you become an owner-operator, the way you make money is by writing off your taxes. So I'm telling you this, most owner-operators, I don't care if they're grossing $200,000-300,000. When it comes to tax time, their net is very low, and because of that, they can't buy things. I'm having a problem with that now. You know, I've had a problem with buying houses, buying cars, because they look at the history and it shows that even though you're grossing a lot, your net take home isn't a lot. And because of that, it makes it difficult. Now, in trucking, like myself, I'm not provided with health benefits and 401ks per se. In the trucking lifestyle, you have to pay yourself. You have to pay for your own health benefits. You have to put a money aside for yourself in your own, IRA or what have you. I'm sorry to say, but in trucking, it's true what people say. You are going to be away from home a lot. And if you want to make any money at all, you're going to be away from home. I know there's a lot of local guys that say they make great money, But those are actually far in between. Those guys, they won the golden ticket and they're not quitting their jobs. I'm telling you that right now. For most people, they have to be OTR, which is over the road, like myself, and they have to run really hard, and they don't get to see their family. So, I'm not saying that this job breaks families and homes and friends and relationships, but not being there, that is a problem. So just know that in this trucking industry, if you want to get into this business, you will lose a lot of friendships and a lot of relationships. You will see real quick who your family and friends really are. And it's kind of sad to say, but I've lost a lot of friends because of trucking. You know what I mean? And it's not their fault. It's not my fault. It's just distance. So if you want to get into this business, you're going to be alone a lot. Most people that get into trucking say they want to get into trucking because they want to travel and they want to see the United States. I'm telling you this, if you're chasing those miles, especially with the electronic logs these days and all these regulations, the only thing you're going to see is truck stops. I'm not saying that you're not going to see beautiful things at the rest area or whatnot, but most of the time, you're so busy that you're not going to have time to explore, and you're not going to have time to enjoy. The best analogy I could give you is, they say the happiest place on earth is Disney World or Disneyland, right? You're not going to go there by yourself, right? I mean, I try to go places by myself, but you're not going to. Is trucking lonely? And I'm telling you from a perspective of a guy that's fun, giddy, talkative. I could talk to strangers. I guess if I was a kid, I would have went with any of the strangers that would have gave me candy, which is a bad thing, but I'm just letting you know what personality I have, right? And yes, I have found myself depressed at times, lonely at times, and just broken at times. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes you feel like the world's against you. I'm trying to park somewhere, you know, the security guard or warehouse manager kicks me out, even though they have all this parking, even though I'm doing a job for them, or the agency I'm parking at, they kick me out. I go to a truck stop, they kick me out. The police tell me I can't park here. I mean, you just feel so defeated at times. And at other times, you're looking through Facebook, social media, and social media can be a killer because you're seeing people having fun, enjoying themselves, and you're stuck here in a truck. You know, right now I'm talking to a phone. And so if you are considering trucking, I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just telling you, you better be a hustler or a grinder, because this can get lonely. And if you're not mentally focused, it will kill you, and you will want to quit. I don't want to just sugarcoat any of this stuff. You're going to find yourself, you've already decided that you want to be a truck driver. You're going to the class now. You are signed up with a contract with the mega carrier. You're excited. I'm not trying to like burst your bubble, because I was excited as well. I'm just saying that the real truth is, you have to have a goal, and you have to have a time frame for things of how long you want to do training for, how long you want to be a company driver for, what is your next step, you know, a plan, a real plan. Are you going to save up a lot of money, bank, work hard for 10 years, and then go buy a house in Virginia or South Dakota or Florida and enjoy life and just relax after that? Are you putting money away in a 401k, IRA, you know, stocks, what have you? Are you doing that? What is your game plan? I'm sorry, it keeps on going in and out. But if you want to get into trucking, you have to have a game plan, because I have a game plan too. And I could talk about that in another video. But if you're going to give up time, that's fine. But it better buy you back time. If you're just going to be trucking, and no disrespect to people that are trucking and love it and have been doing it for 30 years. But if you've been doing it for 30 years and you're unhappy, and the only reason you're doing it is because you feel like that's the only way to make a living, then I'm sorry, you probably didn't plan it out right. If you're going to get into trucking, you need to have a real plan of action and what you want to do and where you want to be and what kind of trucking you want to do and just what you're trying to get out of it. You know, overall, I wish you the best. I'm a mover myself. I enjoy it. It keeps me just on my toes. I have more time to travel. And it's giving me a lifestyle that works for Jenna and I. If you don't know Jenna, that's my girlfriend. Going to be my wife one day. I'm just letting you know. So, I guess that's, at least my naked truth about trucking. And yes, I am naked.